Agnerds is brought to you by themobilefarmer.com.
Time for another edition of Agnerds on realagriculture.com. I'm Shaun Haney, joined right now by Peter Gredig, based in London, Ontario. Welcome today, Pete.
Hey, Shaun.
Pete, so we've both kind of done a bit of the big road show through the winter, talking to different farmers across the country about technology. And one of the main questions that comes up is, I've got a phone, I've got a laptop, I've got a tablet, I've got a desktop. Obviously, I'm not going to pack around a desktop, but I got these other three things I got to pack around. Is there anything I can get rid of? What do you recommend? What, you getting that question lots?
Yeah, I get that question, or I get the, what do I buy, as much as what do I get rid of. But you and I are, we're on the opposite sides of the fence on this one.
Okay, and how do we disagree?
Well, I guess we disagree in that if somebody comes up to me and says, what should my hardware strategy be? I say, get the best phone you can buy, get the best and up-to-date tablet that you can get with 3G, and just get a cheapo PC laptop. All going to be worth about the same thing, right?
Here's where you're wrong, bucks. Pete.
Yeah. Here we go.
This is where we're wrong. So here's where we agree. You do need the best phone. So the phone is what you always have on you. The phone is something that's always by your side. You always have your phone. So the best phone.
And it's still the email machine, right? For me?
Yes, exactly.
Email is the phone. That's what it's about.
In this case, I've picked the Galaxy 3 as the best phone. Okay, so then what I would do is I would have a functional desktop. Okay, functional. Not the best, but just something that has, and probably more storage space than, that's where I want to put all my storage space. So that's where I want my Dropbox to back to, my Google Drive, my SkyDrive, all that kind of stuff. So a good sized storage space.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to throw out the tablet. Don't need it. Yes, I said it.
Yeah.
And here's what I got. I got the best laptop I could buy. Okay, thin, portable.
Okay, wait a minute. You just said you're gonna get rid of the laptop, and then you just said, I just bought the best one I could buy. like, really?
So
okay, keep going.
So here's the beauty. Okay, here's the beauty.
Yeah.
This laptop also functions as a tablet. So it's like a 2-in-1 combo. It's a hybrid. They're back. Remember these from like 4 or 5 years ago? We were all into this. It's back. It's kind of like the Beatles.
I guess. Yeah, that is cool. Like and what kind? That's a Lenovo.
This is a Lenovo Yoga. Okay, so what the beauty is here, Pete, is that I don't know if you had one of these hybrid laptops when they first came out. I did. They were all on a center. They were all on a center pivot. Okay, and so you'd open it and you'd spin it, and they broke terribly. So this one has 2 hinges. Okay, and it actually seems very stable, and it's good. It's nice and stiff. It works pretty good.
Right, and you've had it for like 2 days.
I've had it for a day. Yes, a day.
Right. Okay. All right. I'm down with all of that. That's fine. I'm not going to replace my desktop. I've got an iMac that I paid.
Wait. Well, hold on here. Wait. You told me the desktop was dead. You're not getting rid of your desktop?
It's dead. Yeah. When this one dies, done. I'm not going to replace it because of the cloud and those other things you mentioned. I don't need a powerful desktop clunker. No more.
But don't you back up your Dropbox account or your Google Drive account to the actual physical hard drive space?
Not really, no.
Oh, okay.
And I probably don't have as much as you. You have a media company, right? So it's probably more of an issue for you than it is for me.
How about your family photos?
Yeah, both of them. Yeah. No, I don't. It's not as big a thing for me, and that's why we have different hardware. And I think that's what people need to recognize. It depends what you're doing. The tablet for me, like I still, in the shop, in the truck, in the tractor, in the combine, I still like the tablet. I don't want the keyboard necessarily. The combination of the smartphone and the tablet, for me right now, that's where I'm at. And the tablet, or the desktop, I should say, I've got an old Toshiba, and it's those hinges you talked about, they're toast. And it's just breaking down. So I do have to upgrade it, and Probably, admittedly, I'll have to get something a little better than what I had before. But considering that I'm not going to replace the desktop, maybe I'm looking at one of those hybrid rigs like you have there.
But don't you think, though, that because the phone is such a focal point, that accessibility of everything onto the phone is really one of the critical features?
Yeah, it is, Sean, but still, and we come back to this all the time. If I'm trying to look at a schematic diagram for the clutch on my combine,
Uh-huh.
the landscape on the best phone is still too small. I still want either on here or even, on the mini, it's still so much better.
Holy Christ, you have like Mac everything.
Well, not really. I've got a playbook too, and yeah, but here's the thing that I think is really interesting.
Here's this week's contest. Guess how much Pete has spent on technology in the past 6 months.
Yeah, it's hardware overload, but you are too. So, I think that the Windows 8 mobile, like the Surface Pro,
Yes.
if you look at that now, legitimately you have the ability to run desktop software, mobile, and back in the office. And I think, we've kind of lost sight of that with mobile apps, and we've kind of said, well, it's either Apple or Android.
Yep.
But if you are using desktop software and you want to use it in the barn and you want to use it mobile, we have a developer friend that we know that is really it's opened his eyes. It's like, wow, maybe we can have our cake and eat it too. And we don't have to have desktop software and operating systems and mobile hardware and operating systems, Windows 8. So I don't know. What do you think?
That was a big reason for my decision to move to this Lenovo Yoga. I had 3 MacBook Pros in a row. I've totally left the Apple ecosystem now, finally. So now I am gone back to Windows. So I'm a big, heavy Google user, Google account with Google Apps, and so I'm using all of that inside Windows 8. And I've moved back for that very reason. This tablet laptop will allow me to use any sort of computer software I want or program or have the full functionality while being mobile.
Yeah. So, this thing just keeps evolving as we go. Like a year ago, if you'd said to me, would you consider Windows 8 mobile as, a viable alternative for farmers, I would have said forget it. But I think now it'll depend on the software that's available and the apps. I still say there's something about native apps that aren't going to go away, and that's our own Scout Dock app, for example, full GPS capability now in the new version, and linkage to the cloud eventually. So there's a place for tablets. I'm going to upgrade my laptop, and it's probably going to be a better one than I have now, for sure. But I'm not going to replace the desktop, that's for sure. Done.
Okay, Pete. Sounds good, bud. Talk to you soon.
Okay. Talk to you later.